Hi, I'm Arran, and today I am reviewing a very special Threezero Power Ranger figure, 12-inch figure, and it is the Dragon Shield Red Ranger. Now this did come from America. I got it on the American Amazon. And surprisingly, actually, it was with me within a week. Surprisingly, from America. But anyway, on to the actual main thing itself. So, here's the box, which, again, I absolutely love the design of it. The artwork on the front is awesome, and the sides you get the Mighty Morphin logo, what the figure's called, and on the other side you get the Threezero certificate of authenticity. Well, I say certificate, it's not actually a certificate. And what's on the back is some awesome pictures as well, with the trademark lightning bolt, which looks amazing. Anyway, that's the box. Love it. Now I'll move on to the accessories. So I'm now moving on to the accessories. Now I'm going to do the weapons first, because there's quite a unique thing about one of the weapons. So this is obviously the Dragon Dagger, which is the Green Ranger's weapon. But when Jason was using the Dragon Shield, he also got to use the Dragon Dagger, which is why they've included it in this figure. The detail on this is absolutely fantastic. I cannot get over the attention to detail on this. It's absolutely fantastic. I would say it's even better than the, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, I would say it's even better than the figure arts. And that is a surprise. Now, I've put this into Blade and Blaster mode, but it does do two other modes. And if you see some slight dings on it, that's intentional. They did it with some slight scuffs on it, because obviously in Power Rangers they do get quite dinged up. But the fact that they transform, or this one transforms, which I will do again now. Now, with this, you do have to be careful, because it can be quite tricky. And the actual blade bit here, that's tucked in here, it comes out by. So, we are back onto the Blade Blaster now, and we've finally got the blade out, which was not easy. It takes a lot of patience, so yeah, this is it with it. The blade out, looks fantastic. And now the other accessory, which we originally didn't actually think I had, believe it or not, because we couldn't find it anywhere in the box until we had a closer look in the box. So this is the Red Ranger's power sword. Very long and very sharp, and I mean very sharp. Has the T-Rex power point in the middle there. Again, looks absolutely fantastic. Detail on the handle there looks fantastic. And yes, I did just stab myself, that's what I said out. But yeah, the detail on there looks fantastic. And this isn't the only power sword I've got. I got one in the big set as well. So anyway, that's the weapons, and I absolutely love the weapons. Now onto the hands. So we are now onto the hands, and there is a lot of hands again with this guy, and some are to play the dragon flute, some are to hold the power sword and the dragon flute. Now, one thing I'm going to say before I actually pick up any of the hands, there was this certain person on YouTube, which I'm not going to say the name, who said he doesn't know why they give him hands to play the dragon flute, because this guy said Jason never played the dragon flute, which he did, and it's quite obvious if you go back and watch it that he did. Now, I do wonder whether this guy hadn't watched Power Rangers in years. But ideally, you should do your research before you do these videos. So anyway, onto the hands now. Again, I'll try and hold these easy clearer so you can see them. But again, there's nothing really to hold on to. So here's the front of the hand with the stitching on it, and this is one of the dragon flute hands, as you can tell by the way the fingers are. And I'll turn it round, hold it this way for you so you can see it even clearer. So yeah, this is one of the dragon flute hands. There's actually quite a few. And the other dragon flute hand, I believe it is this one. You're wrong, but the way the fingers are, I don't think. So yeah, this is the other dragon flute hand. I'll turn it around so you can see it a bit on a different way without dropping it. Here's the stitching on the front again. And again, the dragon flute hands look amazing. Now, again, a lot of other people have said that the gloves should be a little bit dirty, which, yes, in Sentai footage they mainly are, but in some of the Power Ranger footage, not all of it, but some of it, they are clean. Now, there's one set of hands before I move on to the fist hands and the holding hands. There's one set of hands that they are missing, which I was hoping they would include, but they didn't, unfortunately. So Jason does this like two-fingered hands like that. It's kind of a symbol for him. It's kind of part of his pose. But they didn't include them for some reason, which is a bit of a shame, but you get what you got, really. Again, I don't know this for definite, but they could bring them out later on. with something else, but again, I don't know that for 100% for definite, so don't go around saying that, and don't message Threezero because I don't know that for sure. But anyway, on to the fist hands and holding hands. So, I'm going to do the fist hand first, or one of the fist hands. So, this is a fist hand and match. But here's the stitching. Looks absolutely fantastic. And probably one of my favourite things on these figures is the bend of the knuckles. They actually done it so the gloves look as though they're bending, which looks fantastic. And here is another holding hand. Now this is definitely a holding hand, I can see that. Which again, looks absolutely fantastic. Has the stitching, actually they all have the stitching. And these ones, if I can get hold of them right, are the fist hands, I think. Yep. These are the fist hands. Which again look absolutely fantastic. I do have to fight with these to make sure I'm holding them the right way. So again, this is the stitching. And fun fact with something I know on the show that happened. And the stunt double for Jason in one of the episodes, or for part of one of the fight scenes of the episodes, if you look closely, you can see that his fingers slightly bent, but not in the way they should be. Not in the fighting style they should be. The reason they're bent is because he broke them doing a stunt in the filming of one of the episodes. And there's two reasons why I know that. One, because I've met the stunt double at PMC in 2014. Two, Scott Zillner said it at Morphicon online last year. But it's just crazy that he broke two of his fingers. So, yeah, that's the accessories now onto the main figure. So, I've got the Dragon Shield Red Ranger on the stand now, holding the Power Sword, the Red Ranger Power Sword, and the Dragon Dagger. I know it's not a completely dynamic pose, but it's a pose I like. The Dragon Shield looks absolutely amazing. Huge. Quite stiff plastic, but kind of flexible at the same time, if that makes sense. Very shiny gold. Now, some people have had issues with their shields, like little paint muck-ups and stuff. But the thing is I saw a message from Threezero on their Facebook page. These are mass-produced figures, so you are going to get some occasional mess-ups. And they also said that some of these are painted differently to look a bit dinged up because they're a bit dinged up on the show. So they're painted slightly differently, each figure to look slightly dinged up. Now, also another thing I'm going to say is the dragon shield does not come off. It's, unless you cut the straps, which are under his arms, the dragon shield won't come off. And I wouldn't recommend cutting the straps under his arms because, well, not only might you damage the shield, if you cutting the things under his arms, there's a chance you might snag the spandex as well. Looks absolutely amazing. I love it. Again, the belt does come off. The spandex is really shiny, just like it is on the show. They've nailed the detail completely. Again, the belt comes off. The articulation is the same as the White Ranger, but actually the arms it is slightly limited because of the shield. But other than that, the articulation is exactly the same. Another thing I would also say about these stands is one of the reasons I got these is because they do all join together to make one huge stand. But it will take up a lot of room if you do that. But yes, it is worth it. And I've just noticed, which isn't a biggie, but I will just mention it. The holsters do move on the belt quite easily. Because I don't know if you can tell this because the arms are in the way, but my white holster with the blade blaster in has moved so it's slightly behind him. And if I turn it sideways, you will see. See, as you can see, it's slightly behind him, and I'll also turn him round to show you. But again, that's no biggie. The details on the morphers and that are fantastic. And make sure you don't put it anywhere near something that's sharp as well. One other thing I will mention before I end this review is he will bend down, but only to a certain extent, and also you've got to make sure the diamond on the front of the dragon shield doesn't snag the spandex, because if it does, you're screwed, basically, unless you buy a brand new figure. Which I know for a fact, these ones are really, really difficult to get hold of, because obviously they're the Dragon Shield Red Ranger, which are one of the most popular versions of it. And one last thing, I will put the link to this down below in the description. This did come from America again, so I brought it on the American Amazon. Now, I will say this one is slightly more expensive than the White Ranger one, because if you're buying it from the American Amazon, if you're in the UK, depending on where you are, it will get to you within a week, because this is how long this one took to get to me. I mean, more Threezero ones coming as well. That's the end of this Dragon Shield Red Ranger review. Thanks for watching. I'm Arran.